Students, let's begin a new chapter today, offer and acceptance. So, in my previous chapter, I had introduced all the essential elements to you. Now, let us discuss each element in detail. The first element that we are going to discuss is offer and acceptance. To make a contract, I need an offer, no acceptance, no contract. Now, before I begin this chapter, can you tell me what is the equation of contract? Contract is agreement plus enforceability. And what is agreement? Agreement is nothing but offer plus acceptance. So, can I say that to make a valid contract, I need offer, then acceptance, and also enforceability? Offer is the starting point of contract. No offer, no acceptance, no contract. So I need an offer which will be communicated to the other party. The other party will know about it, they will accept it. We enter into an agreement. If there is enforceability, then it is a valid contract. Otherwise, it's just an agreement having no value in the eyes of law. So, offer is the starting point of contract. Offer is also known as proposal. Now, let's say, for example, A offered to sell his mobile phone to B. In your notebook, you will give the heading as offer. Let me write first and then I will allow you to copy. A offered to sell his mobile to B for rupees 10,000. Okay. Now, the person who gives the offer is known as offerer, also known as promiser. And the person to whom the offer is given is known as offeree. Ma'am, you forgot to write something. Also known as promisee? No. The person to whom the offer is given is known as the offeree. He will become the promisee only after acceptance. So, for the time being, we have just given an offer to him. He is the offeree. He will be known as promisee or acceptor. Okay, he will be known as the promisee or acceptor only after acceptance. Till then, he is considered just he is called an offeree. Let's revise. A offered to sell his mobile to B for 10,000. The person who gives the offer is known as offerer. The person to whom the offer is given is the offeree. This person will be known as the promisee or acceptor only after acceptance. So, in your notebook, when you write the term offer, after that, you will make notes. Offer is the starting point of contract. Ma'am, this is already written. This is already written in our textbook. But the more you write and practice, the better you will get at this subject. And since these are the initial lectures and you're just learning law, you have just started, you need to put in more effort in learning law. Okay, so these are techniques. Offer is the starting point of contract. Offer, see how we are writing in short. Offer is also known as AKA, means also known as. Offer is also known as proposal. The person who gives the offer is the offerer or promiser, and the person to whom the offer is given is the offeree. After acceptance, that person is known as promisee or acceptor. So, who is an offerer or a promiser? Is the person who gives the offer. Okay, and who is the offeree? Offeree is person to whom the offer is given. Only after acceptance he will be known as promisee or acceptor. Now, how will this person communicate the offer? See, what have I written? Person who gives the offer. So, how will he give this offer? How will he communicate? Now, communication may take place either by words. Let me give the heading first. Okay, communication of offer. How will we communicate this? So, communication may be by words, oral or written, spoken or written. Okay, so words, it may be spoken or written. X offers, okay, X offers to sell his car to Y for rupees 5 lakhs. So he called up Y. Do you want to buy my car for 5 lakhs? It's an oral offer, but he's communicating. X wrote a letter to Y offering to sell his flat for rupees 50 lakhs. So he's writing a letter. Communication is taking place via letters. Words are used. Words may be either spoken or written. Sometimes offer may be implied. Yes, offer may be implied. That is also a kind of communication, implied from our action or conduct, or it may be implied from the facts, circumstances of the case. Now, a bus is running on a fixed route. Okay, the bus is running on a fixed route. It doesn't seem like a bus, it seems like a car. Okay. Now, a bus, this is better. A bus is running on a fixed route. This is an implied offer that I am going to the station. In case you want to go there, please board. So, this is an implied offer. Sometimes it may be, implied from the facts and circumstances of the case. So, communication is very important. Now, communication may be by words, letters, email, fax. You may call the person, face to face communication. You need to inform the other person. See, only when the other person comes to know about the offer, he can accept it. So, communication of acceptance is very important. And once the other person comes to know about the offer, he will then either accept or reject your offer. So, what are the key points that we studied? Offer is the starting point of contract. Offer is also known as proposal. Person who gives the offer is known as the offerer or promiser, and person to whom the offer is given is known as the offeree. Communication may be by words, either spoken or written, or it may be implied from the action, conduct of the parties, or circumstances of the case. Okay, yeah, I need to give you time to copy. Yes, yes, please do. Continue writing. Done. All right, let us read and highlight the keywords. Offer is also known as proposal. A contract comes into existence only when a lawful offer is made by one party and it is accepted by the other party. You cannot give the offer to yourself. Will you buy a car? Yes, I will buy my own car. That's not possible. We need two distinct parties, different parties. So, offer is made by one party, it is accepted by the other party. So, we need minimum two distinct parties. One who gives the offer and the other person to whom the offer is given. He is the one who will give acceptance. The person who is giving the offer is known as the offerer or promiser, and person to whom the offer is given is known as the offeree. He will be known as the promisee or acceptor only after acceptance. Okay, person accepting the offer is the offeree or he is the promisee or acceptor. Same example, mobile phone is given to you. Next, let us discuss the definition of offer, and you will be surprised to know that the essential elements are hidden in the definition itself. So if you learn the definition properly, you will be able to highlight and write the essential elements also. So pay attention to the definition. I will break it for you. Now, section 2, clause A defines offer. It's easy to remember. Offer is the starting point of contract. Yes, since offer is the starting point of contract, section 2A, A is the starting point. Yes. So, how will you remember this? Section 2A, because offer is the starting point of contract. Section 2A defines offer and section 2B defines acceptance. Again, easy to remember. Okay, section 2B defines acceptance. So offer is defined under section 2A because offer is the starting point of contract. So 2A defines offer and 2B defines acceptance. So it is easy to remember clause A and clause B. Let's first read the definition, break it into small parts, and then we will discuss it in detail. When one person signifies to another, okay, I will highlight the keywords for you. When one person signifies to another his willingness either to do or abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining assent of the other person, he is said to have made a proposal. Highlight the keywords over here, highlight the points, put divisions over there, break points. Now, let us read and understand it. When one person and another person, so can I say, I need one person to make the offer to another person? So we need two persons, okay? We need two persons to form a valid contract. One who gives the offer, okay? So we have one who gives the offer and the other person who gives acceptance. You cannot give the offer to yourself. Will you buy a car? Yes, I will buy my own car. So one person to another, it implies that we need two persons to form a valid contract. Okay. When one person signifies to another, what is the meaning of the word signify? Signifies means makes it known to the other person. Makes it known to the other person, or in other words, communicates. Okay. So when one person communicates to the other person, makes it known to the other person, what is he making it known? His willingness. Okay, final willingness. I want to sell my flat, I want to sell my car, there is no doubt about it. This is my final wish, my final desire. Okay, it's not that I'm dying. Final wish means yes, I have decided, I'm not confused, I want to sell my car, I want to sell my flat. It is my final willingness. Okay, willingness means wish or desire. Nobody is forcing me to do so. Okay, it is my wish, it is my desire. Okay, now what is the meaning of signify? It is communicates. And how do we communicate? I already discussed that with you. Communication may be by words, spoken or written. It may sometimes be implied from our action also. So you can communicate via letters, via words, email, etc. According to section 2A, when one person signifies means communicates to the other person. What is he communicating? His final willingness to do or abstain. Abstain means not to do something. Not to do. Okay. Can I say I am expressing my final wish to do something? This is the positive aspect of offer. Not to do something, abstain, is the negative aspect of offer. Yes. So to do something is the positive aspect of offer. Not to do something is the negative aspect of offer. Let us discuss and understand this with the help of examples. Okay. To do something, This is positive offer. Yes. Now, X asks Y, will you buy my car for 5 lakhs? It's a positive offer to do something. X asks Y, will you buy my flat for rupees 50 lakhs? It is to do something. It's a positive offer. It also includes not to do something. What is this? Very good. This is the negative aspect of offer. Can I say the word abstain? Abstinence indicates that they are talking about negative aspect of offer. Yes. Now, X had to pay 50,000 rupees to Y, but he's not paying money at all. Y reminded X so many times, but X is not paying money. Y told him, now I will file a case against you, and only then I think you will improve. I will file a case against you. X says, no, 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 please don't file a case against me. Y says, I will not file a case against you if you pay this 50,000 rupees along with 1,000 rupees extra. You made me wait so much. All right, I will pay. Then Y says, okay, if you pay me that 1,000 rupees extra, I will not file a case against you. Not to do something, that is the negative aspect of offer. I'll give you one case law also, which we are going to discuss later. A father wanted to get his daughter married. Now, you know, there is a lot of expense in marriage. So, father is thinking of selling the land. Son tells the father, Dad, why are you selling this land? It is at such wonderful location. You are selling it only for 25 lakhs. In after 2 or 3 years, because of the metro, the prices of land will double. You will get more money. Beta, what should I do? I need to get your sister married. I need money. Dad, I will give you money if you agree not to sell the house, not to do something. That is the negative aspect of offer. So, son offers to pay 25 lakh rupees to father, and father promises not to sell land, not to do something. This is the negative aspect of offer. Offer includes both positive as well as negative aspect. To do something is the positive aspect, not to do something is the negative aspect of offer. Write this. Finish writing. Okay, very good. When one person signifies means communicates to the other person his willingness, his final wish, his desire, either to do something or not to do something. Why are we doing all this? Just to pass time? I am giving the offer just for the sake of it? No. I am giving the offer so that it is accepted. We are doing this to obtain the assent. What write down the meaning of assent? Assent means consent. Okay. Why are we giving an offer? We want to obtain the assent. We want to obtain the consent of the other person. Then I have said to have made a proposal. So I am not giving an offer just to pass time. I am doing this so that it is accepted by the other person. Now, let's discuss an example for this. X very jokingly, okay, he was not at all serious. Jokingly, he told Y, his neighbor, why you are such a good neighbor that I will sell my flat to you only for rupees 5 lakhs. Actually, the flat was worth 5 crores. And he's saying that they were, okay, let me add a few facts. They were enjoying a couple of drinks in the evening. X got so emotional. He said that you are such a good neighbor. I will sell my flat to you only for 5 lakh rupees. Now, Y also knows X is joking, okay? He is not serious. He says, okay, I will also buy your flat. Will this be a valid offer and will this be a valid acceptance? See, when they're having drinks and all, they are not unsound. They're not of sound mind. They are unsound. Anyways, the contract is not valid. But did X make the offer with the intention of obtaining the consent of Y, or just he became emotional and made the offer? He was emotional. So they were unsound and he did not, like, intend to sell. He just casually made that offer. So this is not a valid offer because it was not made, you can write not made with intention of it being accepted by Y. So you've just like casually made an offer without any intention that it should be accepted by the other person. No, no, ma'am, Y was very serious. And he said, I have accepted the offer, now you will have to sell. Will that be a valid contract? No, not at all. Let us read the definition again and see if we have understood each and every aspect of offer. When one person signifies means communicates to the other person his willingness to do or not to do something. Why are we doing all this? With the aim of obtaining the assent, the consent of the other person, he is said to have made a proposal. There are essential elements of offer. Let us discuss them, but we have covered all of the essential elements in the definition itself. Offer must be made by one person to another. You cannot make the offer to yourself. Okay, so offer must be made by one person to another. This shows that we need two distinct parties to make a valid contract. You cannot give offer to yourself. So this also implies, you can add over here, this also implies, this is an interpretation, this also implies that we need two separate or distinct parties, two separate or distinct parties to make a valid contract. Okay, we need two separate distinct parties to make a valid contract. X writes a letter to himself offering to sell his car. That's not a valid offer. How can you make an offer to yourself? It must be an expression of final willingness. It is my final wish to sell this car. It is an expression of willingness either to do positive or abstain negative, not to do something. The definition covers both positive as well as negative aspect of offer. Correct? X offers to sell his car to Y. It's a positive offer to do something. X tells Y, I will not file a case against you if you pay the amount in 2 days' time. Not to sue, not to do something. That is the negative kind of offer. So this is negative offer, not to do something. So definition includes both positive as well as negative aspect. Negative, what is the other word that we study for negative? Abstain from doing. Yes, abstain. Offer must be made. We just highlight this. No, you have highlighted the first element, right? So there must be an expression of willingness either to do or not to do something. So highlight that separately. Those words should be highlighted separately. The definition contains both the positive as well as negative aspect of offer. Offer must be made with a view to obtaining the assent or the consent of the other person. This is something which is very interesting and we are going to study that next. Mere expression of willingness, mere expression of showing intent, that's not an offer. Now, X jokingly, he had no intention. He just jokingly, very casually told Y that you're such a good neighbor, I will sell my flat to you just for 1 lakh rupees. Y also knows he's joking. It's not a valid offer because we are not making it with the intention of getting the acceptance or consent of the other person. Everything depends on intention, right? Now, from this, we can also conclude that mere expression of willingness does not constitute offer. You're only expressing your wish, your desire. That's not an offer. You're just making a statement. Okay, so here, mere expression of willingness. What is the meaning of willingness? Willingness means mere expression of your wish, of your desire. That's not an offer. You're just making a statement over here. It's a mere statement. Okay? Mere statement is not an offer. X tells Y, I wish to get married by the end of this year. Is he proposing? No, he's just expressing his wish, his desire. So he's saying, I wish to get married by the end of the year. That's just an expression of willingness. Just a statement. It's not an offer. Did he say, will you marry me? It's just, it's not an offer. It's just a statement. X, a broker of Mumbai, wrote to Y, a merchant of Delhi, stating the terms on which he is willing to do business. See, if we do business, these are my terms and conditions. Is he giving an offer? Is he saying, let's do business together? He is simply making a statement. If we do business together, these are my terms and conditions. Is he saying, do you want to business with me? No. It was a mere statement. Okay, so it was a mere letter, was a mere statement of intention. That's not an offer at all. I have a question for you, students. I have a question for you. Please listen to the question carefully, okay? Now, a father wrote a letter to his would-be son-in-law. Okay? A father wrote a letter to his would-be son-in-law that his daughter would have a share of his estate, share of property after father's death. Okay? So a father wrote a letter to his would-be son-in-law stating that his daughter would have a share of his property after his death. Is it an offer? Is it some kind of an offer? Will you marry my daughter? Will you manage my business? Is there an offer? Or is it just a statement? It's just a statement. It's not an offer. There's no offer in this case. It's just a statement. He's just mentioning that my daughter will have whatever is left of my property. Everything will go to my daughter. It's just a statement. It's not an offer at all. His would-be son-in-law, they are not even, married. Like, in fact, would-be son-in-law, you can say they're thinking of, fixing the marriage. They're thinking of fixing the marriage. So he's just making a statement that I will give whatever I have to my daughter. It's just a statement. It's not an offer, okay? It's not an offer. So students, with this, we come to an end of our discussion on what is offer, definition of offer, and the essential elements of offer. In my next session, I will discuss with you classification of offer. I'll see you there.